as well. See if I can find them.
All right. We are live. It is week 1. We are done talking about this, that, or the other thing. We just get to watch the friggin' games, which is all we actually care about. That's what we've been, leading up to. Everything culminates in these games. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of victory laps if Gabriel Davis scores a huge touchdown tonight, or if Cam Akers rushes 17 times for 31 yards. Or whatever the case is, but I'm just ready to have fun. And if Cam Akers rushes for a 90-yard touchdown, I will be insufferable.
I think that's like the biggest storyline. And it's so funny to say in a game where you got the reigning Super Bowl champions and you got the leader in terms of odds for this year's Super Bowl. When you got those teams facing off, the main storyline in fantasy is, oh, well, who was right on the Cam Akers debate? Who was right on the Gabe Davis debate? And I mean, I think both could be in line for games like this. This game is going to go ballistic. The over-under is already set at 51. Obviously, both of these offenses
It's 52 now.
52 now. Both of these offenses should be figuring to be top 5 scoring offenses by the end of the year. And man, I think it's going to be the wide receiver show. I think I have a feeling. Okay, so Allen Robinson, I already put a bet. I think he's going to score the first touchdown for the Rams.
Yep.
But so if Allen Robinson scores the first touchdown, I still think Cooper Kupp's just going to go fucking ballistic. Like I feel we went all. Sorry, one thing. I thought it feels like we went all off season just saying, oh well, like he's bound for regression. This, that. Like that was the only thing that we could say about Cooper Kupp because of how fucking good he was last year. But watch him just go week 1, 10 for $180 and 2, and everybody's like, why do we make it so much harder than it needed to be?
Yeah, he's got a good chance to do well. The Bills corners are all. I think they're White's not playing. I don't think, and they're going to be starting a rookie Elam or whatever on the outside against Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson. They're probably going to get decimated. But yeah, the over unders moved quite a bit in the betting lines throughout the week. So Corey Van, first one in here. Moss 2 touchdowns tonight. Wouldn't that be irritating? For those of you guys that are doing underdog pick'ems, I put out a TikTok of of a couple of my favorite underdog pick'ems, and plus 2.5 Rams is what I'm betting tonight. Easy. I'm betting $5 on every game this entire NFL season, and where I'm taking my $5 this week is to the Rams because they're at home. Under 2.5 point underdogs, I like that, but I also love Devin Singletary over 12 rushes because I don't think James Cook is going to be heavily involved early on. If you guys have James Cook, I would suggest you sit him this week. I would not, throw him into your flex or anything unless you're just completely screwed. But for the most part, it's week 1. You should have better options than a guy like James Cook. And I think Singletary is also a guy that I think is a good, top 30 running back play as well.
There was a few lines that I saw going into this game that like really stood out to me. And I thought, wow, like it doesn't really make much sense to me. The Bills line against the Rams. Basically, Vegas is telling you that Bills neutral site is going to be a 5.5 point favorite because obviously they're 2.5 favorites on the road. So that game, I mean, it's still the defending champions. I get it. Like the Bills are the Super Bowl favorite, but realistically, like worst case scenario, you want to be pessimistic on the Rams front. This should be like a Rams -1 type game where like you're giving maybe a couple points to the Bills, but the fact that the Bills are favored straight up just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, they're implied 5.5. Yeah, which is wild to me. And McVay has not lost a week 1 opener since he's been the coach of the Rams in 2017. And in fact, he's actually destroyed a couple teams in week 1 as well.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think the Rams are going to be fine. The other one, again, like you're not going to want to hear this. We're going to the game.
Danny's going to complain that the Cowboys aren't fucking favorites.
Well, I don't even care if it's favorites. Even if it was just like a pick 'em, okay. But 2.5.
You guys got to actually win something of relevance to get some respect. So we can move on here.
But then you're just going to say, wait, after you beat us week 1, you're just going to say, well, week 1's irrelevant anyway.
I mean, it is. Whether we win or lose, it doesn't fucking matter. Because for the Cowboys, you guys like to celebrate all your regular season victories. But I mean, you can't do shit once it matters. So
that's fair.
Of course, the first year I start DFS, y'all can't do it anymore. Yeah, we'll be doing some DFS stuff. Anytime we're going to be in Texas, I might do some DraftKings week 1 stuff while I'm there. Of course, we'll be running some underdog pick'ems and all that kind of stuff as well. Yep. Brock says, got my last underdog team in today, and it was my best one yet. Feeling good with 20 total teams. Yeah, it's a reasonable number, not the fucking like 90 that I have and the other like 90 that Danny has, which is like the stupidest thing ever. But there's people that are even sicker than us. Like Ron's got 150 max on on Best Ball Mania, and he probably has like another 120, 150 on random puppies and stuff. And of course, like guys like Eagles or whatever, they've just absolutely max entered everything.
Fucking sickos. I love it though. I let's be honest. If we were in,
we are all excited for our best ball shit. Like I'm so excited for best ball.
Dude, imagine again. It's gonna, if it happens and either of us actually, if either of us actually pulls down the number one spot in BBM3, like that would be scenes.
Yeah,
and I was talking about
if we pull down the number one spot in BBM3, we will be giving you guys some crazy shit. Like we'll do a crazy giveaway of some kind. Fantasy Football Atomic in here. He was asking earlier today when the live stream would be. Pick 3 for PPR week 1. Komet, Pitts, Woods, Kirk, Singletary, Patterson, Tolbert. So I don't know how Pitts is not in your tight end slot would be my first question. Who the hell is your tight end?
Pitts for sure. Kirk is probably the next one. I'd probably say Patterson, Singletary's close.
I'd probably throw Woods in there, to be honest.
Woods,
it's PPR. He's gonna probably be on the field
against
right
the Giants.
away. Yeah, I'll take Pitts, Woods, and Kirk, but I would suggest whoever your tight end is. I'm assuming it's Kelsey or Andrews or whatever. You probably don't need Komet on your roster. You can probably just drop it. If you got Pitts and that guy, that better tight end, I'd be cool doing that, and I'd maybe even consider shopping Pitts for a wide receiver of a similar range because he might be able to give you. Somebody might be willing to give you like a Keenan Allen type or something for Kyle Pitts, and I would rather have that if he's going to be your flex every week. So Gordo says, who should I start in my flex? Michael Thomas, DK Metcalf, Damian Harris, Devontae Smith, or Cordero Patterson. Probably going to roll with Michael Thomas there.
Yeah, not close for me. MT I have ranked as a top 24 receiver this week, and that even feels like I'm being pessimistic on him. Like genuinely, there's a case where after this week, MT's like a perennial, or not perennial, but weekly top 10 ranking in each and every one of our wide receiver rankings.
Yeah, he's a great guy to target if you guys are playing week 1 DFS this week, because he'll probably be, I don't know if he's going to like what his price is going to end up being, but I'd imagine that people are going to be hesitant to play him, which is going to lead people away from him unless he's like super cheap. Then maybe they play him, but he should be a great option this week against Atlanta, especially.
By the way, Bush, you remember when I told you about the trade I made where I got Russ and then I was saying I was trying to ship Russ for Dak. I ended up making that move. I shipped Russ and Nyheim Hines in exchange for Dak and James Cook. Gets me a little more upside on the running back position later on and gets me the Dak and CD stack. And of course, as you know, with the jerseys behind me, that's what I'm playing for, baby.
Yeah, for sure. Hector says, what's up, guys? What quarterback should I start, Lance or Stafford? I heard it's raining in Chicago. I'm probably going Stafford. I'm probably going to go Stafford regardless, just because of the point total. But man, Lance he's so enticing because even if it is raining, that probably means he's going to run quite a bit.
Give me Lance. Oh, I don't see. This all depends on how much we think Trey Lance is going to rush the football against Chicago, because obviously from a pure passing standpoint, Stafford's is a much better passer. And I mean, a 52 over under versus a 41 over under, there's a lot more potential volume in today's game. So I would say that, as odd as it sounds, because of Stafford's elbow injury, he would be like the safe play given the matchup, given how many points we expect the Rams to score. But like Trey Lance got the upside to run 100 yards and 2 touchdowns on any given game. So
yeah, for sure. Burner's Burner went 0 RB in a 12-team half PPR, starting Dameon Pierce as my RB1. Who to start as RB2 between McKissick, Henderson, and Carter? I mean, this is a pretty high over-under game. I would probably throw Henderson in my RB2 slot.
McKissick or Henderson, I would say. If it was a full PPR, it'd be a smash McKissick, in my opinion. But I think probably, Henderson has a little bit more upside given the high scoring nature of this game. But
he's the ceiling play for sure over McKissick. McKissick will probably catch a couple passes or whatever, but Henderson might catch some passes. Henderson has a better chance at a touchdown. So, I mean, when you're going with like a 0 RB type of build, you want to either get guys that are going to give you floors like McKissick, or you want to shoot for a ceiling type of guy. And I mean, it's Thursday night. I always like shooting for ceiling on Thursdays.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, play that way, especially because we really don't know how this backfield's going to shake out yet. So might as well check out, Henderson, see what he can give you. Because he might, even if Akers is the lead guy, he might even sneak a goal line touchdown in or whatever.
That, and I mean, there's always the case that Darrell Henderson does end up getting third down work. Obviously, we've mentioned on the channel that we think that Cam Akers has the skill set to be able to contribute on third downs, but we actually haven't seen evidence of him being a full-fledged receiving caliber type of back in the NFL just yet. Maybe, Rams coming off the Achilles, want to ease him in. Maybe Henderson is handling those long down and distance duties.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. How many flexes does this league have? You must have really punted RB too hard. Yeah, big facts. I'm trying to trade for Josh Allen. My current quarterback is Stafford. Should I try and trade for Allen or just leave Matthew Stafford? I mean, like, it's really all going to depend what it's going to cost you. I would assume you're going to have to give up a decent amount to get up to Josh Allen. But if you can get him for a half decent price, then yeah, sure, go after him.
I agree with that. Sorry, I was just laughing because I realized in the listener league, so the FSC Patreon redraft league,
Yeah.
I'm starting Singletary, Diggs, and Davis.
Yikes.
I mean, if you're going to attach yourself to an offense, Buffalo's a pretty good one to do.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't think I have anybody in my home league playing, which is really annoying. I have Henderson on my roster, but I'm not. I'd be starting him over like Christian Kirk and Elijah Moore in my flexes, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I've done. I don't know if you guys have done this before, but like first game of the year, I've like force fed a player into my lineup just so I have something to root for. Back when I was in like one league, but now I'm in enough leagues that I'm always going to have somebody pretty much playing in every primetime game. But before, when I was like in just one league, I used to just like throw it in just so I'd have somebody to root for in that game.
Hey, I'm kidding. Where do we leave off? Stafford or Trey Lance? You know what? The more I think about it, I
gotta go Stafford.
The
over-under is too big. It's too big of a discrepancy.
Yeah,
there's too many points implied for the Rams to not play Stafford for me.
I think
and Lance, agree. It's like it's basically his like first game as a starter. Like I don't know. He could be great. He could just run and be a high floor guy, but I think the ceiling play is Stafford.
I think I agree. I think I'm gonna make that adjustment. I did have Trey Lance a little bit higher, but man, fuck. Week one lineup decisions are always a crazy thing.
I gotta make sure all my competitive dynasty teams have their lineup set. Right
That's what I'm doing as well right now, by the way. So I'll let you do yours for a little bit, and then I'll
actually I'll rip through some questions. You can get yours finished up here. Depends on the price on your list of the team looks. Miss you guys. Yeah, we missed you too as well. Of course, I know some of you guys just coming back here for the redraft season. Definitely appreciate any and all support. Some send me a trade that he gives me Debo Samuel, Kadarius Toney, and Breece Hall from Michael Thomas, DK Metcalf, and Josh Jacobs. Should I accept? So Debo, Toney, and Hall.
Redraft or Dino?
No, I would take your side personally.
Redraft or Dino?
I'm assuming this is a redraft trade.
Okay.
Like Debo's the best player in this trade, but I think for me, I would rather like Thomas, Metcalf.
I agree with you.
All like solidified pieces that I wouldn't really want to give up in redraft. If this is dynasty, that completely changes the trade because Breece Hall is like the best player in this trade then. But I'm assuming it's a redraft trade.
Okay, sure.
Yo, what's going on, Donald? What's going on, Aggie? Boy, showing up late for the first stream back. That's how it should be, of course. A-Rob or Terry, boys, glad football is back. Both guys are in a good spot. I would probably go A-Rob.
Terry. Full PPR?
You like Terry, eh?
Full PPR. They're literally back-to-back in my rankings. If it's not PPR, I'll take Allen Robinson because of the implied game total. If it's full PPR, I'll trust the volume of Terry McLaurin against
I'll take Robinson in both cases.
Want to make a full PPR bet?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm trusting the game total of Robinson.
Hey, by the way, I'm just doing this for fun for the record because I have Allen Robinson at 20 and Terry at 19. So
I have Robinson at 16 and Terry at 21. So they are a bit different for me. So
fair.
Akers or AJ Dillon PPR week one. I'm gonna take Akers. I know it's sketchy because you could be behind the 8 ball in week one. If Akers, is a bum this year. For this first game, for some reason I have this gut instinct that Akers is going to be terrible in this game, just because I've been hyping him up like for most of the offseason, and I know all my DMs are going to be flooded or whatever. But I think I would start Akers. I think he has a higher path to more work.
I'm going to take Dillon because I trust the overall. No, you path to more work.
All Akers needs to do is fall into the end zone, man. Like that's all he needs.
I guess, but I mean, you could say the same thing about AJ Dillon too.
Yes, but it's not a guarantee that AJ Dillon gets the goal line. Like it's probably, I guess it's likely that he gets goal line work, but like it's not a guarantee. I feel more comfortable if you told me both running backs got an inside the 5 carry, or there's an inside the 5 attempt, which one running back is going to get it? I would say Akers is more likely to get
one. The thing I'll say to that too, like an encounter is obviously, again, we can agree that the Bills, Rams, and the overall the Packers, Vikings, like although Bills, Rams are going to score more, they're both going to be high scoring games on the slate. And if that's the case, I mean, the situation is kind of similar. You're getting a tandem back in what should be a high scoring game. Only I'm going to trust the one that's not coming straight off a torn Achilles.
All right. I mean, he's not though because he's played like 6 games since.
I'll bet you AJ Dillon versus Akers.
All right.
All right.
Write him down, Spicy. So okay, we got a super chat. If you want to go down to that, I'll hold the
$10 super chat from Jared. Appreciate that a ton. He says, "Cheers, boys. I here to support Canadian content. Let's have a great year. Appreciate that. Appreciate the dono
Cheers.
and yeah, cheers.
Speaking
Cheers
of
to
Canadian
fucking week
content,
1. Let's go.
Got some Canadian club on deck right now. So
oh yeah, let's go.
Some age 12 years Canadian club out here. So
I don't even know if I have whiskey. I got
wouldn't be a live stream without my dog barking in the background here.
Wait, was that the thing that I was killing in Buffalo?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's epic.
Yeah. Who would you start full PPR, Josh Allen or Marcus Mariota? I'm not even answering that, Don.
We actually got another super chat from Spicy. Appreciate that. He says, excited for the season and see y'all in Dallas. Yeah, man, that's gonna be a time and a half. So
yeah, he's gonna link up with us. So that's
yeah.
Jay Full, what's up, my dudes? What's going on?
What up?
22 rushes, 114.
Corey would nut.
29 and a touchdown. Our gravy, you are getting me fired up, brother.
Well, you're speaking those sweet nothings in his ear right now.
Yeah, you're talking dirty to me. I might have to call like a fucking 1-800 number for that shit.
Maria's gonna get the stream taken down because of that. Jesus.
Yeah, no kidding. A-Rob or Deontay week 1 with his shoulder injury. I'll probably take Robbins. Ugh, man, that's
I'm
close.
taking Deontay.
I'll take Deontay, but Deontay was limited in practice, so it is a little bit sketchy. They're back-to-back for me, so I'll just go A-Rob just in case, Deontay is a surprise inactive or something.
Deontay's my 16 this week. A-Rob's my 20. So
I have them 15 and 16. I have Deontay higher, but like it's really all about, if you had a half decent option that you could pivot to away from Deontay if he's out, then I'm cool just waiting on Deontay.
But if your wide receiver rankings in your top 15, who do I have in my top 15 that you don't? Is it DJ Moore?
I don't have hold on.
Is it Moore?
Let me look.
It's like, who else would it be?
Gotta look. Weekly rankings. Here we go.
T? DJ? T?
Tyreek? I have DJ Moore at 15. So yeah.
So who do you have? Who do I have in my top 15 that you don't then?
I don't know. I have
Tyreek Hill
Brown in my top 15. I have Keenan Allen. I have Tyreek Hill. I have AJ Brown, T Higgins.
Okay, I'll go through them. So they're all in your top. Then what? We have the same fucking top 15s. Then who am I missing? Debo?
Debo in your top I actually 15? Was misreading it. Hold on. I had Deontay at 16 and Robinson at 17. That's my bad.
Okay.
I was on my draft rankings.
I was like, wait,
my weekly rank. I was on my draft rankings. That's why I'm driven.
Oh, makes sense.
Anyways, but I did have Robinson close to.
Okay.
I did still have him ahead of Terry anyway. So exact question. Oh God, this game better not disappoint. That would be unfortunate.
I cry. Elijah Moore.
Don't think about it. Yeah, don't let your Chiefs fan get in the way. If you're a Chiefs fan, you should probably even lean Elijah Moore more than you're currently leaning.
If you're a Chiefs fan, you'll know that CH stinks.
What happens to Puppy 4 since it's 85% full? Honestly, I don't know. I guess it's like a plus EV tournament now.
That or I mean, I guess like you would just that's probably what the rake and that's probably what the rake is, the insurance for it. So realistically,
yeah, I'm not exactly sure how it works, to be honest. If the tournament doesn't fill, because I know the big dog didn't fill. I know the some of the other tournaments haven't filled yet either. If
they want to, give me a bunch of free entries, I'll take it.
To the big dog?
No, Puppy 4, so we can fill it.
Yeah. I'm in my second league. If Godwin doesn't play, who should I put in? Brees, Michael Carter, George
Gabe Davis.
Dude, honestly, don't
Davis should be in right now.
Just throw Gabe Davis in.
Gabe Davis is
I don't think Godwin's going to play, personally. I've heard a lot I follow the Bucs pretty closely, and I don't think Godwin's going to end up playing.
We actually got another super chat here quickly, too, from Andy. He says, I was offered Travis Etienne for Tony Pollard help with Travis Etienne. Yeah,
what? Somebody offered you Travis Etienne for Tony Pollard? Give me Etienne easily.
Wait, I'm confused. I appreciate it.
I mean, that's like a 3-round discount in ADP right there.
Yeah, I'll take that. Give me him.
Higbee. Yeah, go Higbee. He's got a better chance catching a touchdown there.
Do you have Gabe Davis in your top 24 this week?
I have Gabe Davis at 23. Yeah.
I'm at 24.
Yeah, did you see ECR had Jerry Jeudy at like 36?
Yeah, that was fucking insane.
I was like, what are we doing here? And they have Sutton like 14.
Do you have Jeudy in your top 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, where?
22.
Oh, okay. I'm close. I have him 18.
Yeah. They should at least have very good safety help for those young corners. Also, Yeah, they have fuck, who's the guy?
Teron Johnson.
Yeah, Teron Johnson, who's really good. But the Cup has moved all over the formation. He doesn't just play in the slot, so he's going to get some time on the outside too.
And it's funny because again, we're going to be rotating between wide receiver rankings every single week for the rest of the season, and we're going to be talking about obviously like some pertinent cornerback wide receiver matchups. I'm just going to make a general rule of thumb right now. I do not care like what corner the Rams are playing. Given the way that McVay moves Cup, given the way that he's in motion, that he's crack blocking, that he's just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's to the point where there's a good percentage of his routes where a corner can't actually physically play man-to-man on him the way he's playing his route.
Yeah, he's able, and he's so good against zone too that he just sits down wherever he's able to. And like as a rule of thumb for like any of the top 10 receivers, wide receiver back matchups don't really matter, to be honest. So the only way that it kind of is relevant, I would say, is that if Cup does have a strong nickel corner against him, maybe Allen Robinson's like a better DFS play as a result or something like that.
That and adding to it, a big thing that I think gets misguided sometimes is a lot of people are so focused on wide receiver cornerback matchups when at the end of the day, if you're looking for pure ceiling, your biggest piece of information is an over-underline. Your biggest piece of information is implied totals. Your biggest piece of information is understanding pace of play. Because if you know inherently that this
sharp money is and all that kind of stuff too.
If you know it's going to be a high-scoring game, if you know that they're going to score a lot or they're going to run a lot of plays, and if you know, again, the nature of a high-scoring game means more passing volume as a whole because teams are going to try to score and outscore each other. And as we know, a passing play takes up a lot less time than a running play overall on the clock. So, it's pretty simple.
Yeah. So we got Mike Williams, A-Rob, or Juju. Pick 2 full PPR. I'm going to go with the first 2 there, Augustin, pretty easily. Mike Williams and A-Rob for sure. Burner's burner. Who's your pick to win tonight? I have the Rams both against the spread and straight up to win.
I made a couple. I'll check mine as well. Let me
Dawson Knox anytime touchdown already paid out. Yeah, Dawson Knox anytime touchdowns, one that's not bad. His over on or his higher lower line on Underdog Fantasy is like 8 fantasy points or something like that. I think that's a really good higher on Dawson Knox.
Oh, I agree.
He's got a good chance to catch a touchdown. That's all he needs to get higher than that. Pretty much, he just needs like 2 catches and a touchdown.
By the way, Corey, in terms of my bets, if it's going to load, okay, I'll just let you get to the next question and I'll see if it loads.
What's up, boys? What's going on, Yadiel? Actually, elite nickel corner doesn't matter. Cup made Kenny Moore his bitch last year. Exactly. Yeah, Kenny Moore's a good corner too. So, counterpoint: the Bucks have Tom Brady. Big facts. Let's go. What's going on? What's up with Dak, Danny?
Oh, nothing. Yeah, apparently, like I heard, like the story was because it was his right ankle, people were like concerned, but it was like his shoe was like too tight. So he said, like, I didn't want to practice. It's probably just an excuse. He didn't want to practice. He just wanted to get into the mental zone for the game. So when people said, oh, why'd you sit out? Oh, it's because of my ankle. In actuality, apparently it's because his shoes were like too tight. Dak himself said.
Yeah.
So it's like, and he's like, I hope you guys don't blow this out of proportion. Is basically
I
what he
need
said.
That fucker to run more this year because he didn't run at all last year. And I have him in 2 of my 3 redraft leagues. And I have a ton of them on Underdog too.
Oh, by the way, so same game parlay today. Let me see if I can find it. Bills versus Rams. So Bills versus Rams, I got under on 4.5 catches for Tyler Higbee.
Okay.
Under on 10.5 rushing yards for Zach Moss.
Okay.
Over on 1.5 rushing yards for Matt Stafford.
Okay.
Over 5.5
yardage count for that or no?
No. It's in the NFL it doesn't. It's just in college that it does.
Right.
Over 5.5 touchdowns scored. I just think this game's gonna fucking blow up.
That's a lot. That's a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah, and then Allen Robinson scored the first touchdown. I staked 15, pays off 765.
Yeah, the only bets I have are my usual, $5 spread bet, and I also have I have $20 on the Bills defense scoring a touchdown at plus 900.
Oh, actually, I got one more too. That's just an overall parlay. So. Just a money line parlay. Rams over Bills money line plus 115. Carolina over the Browns. Vikings over Packers. A little gutty, but I think it's going to happen, especially at home. LA Chargers over the Raiders, and then Cowboys over the Bucks. So if that all hits, and then on Sunday night,
I hope Cowboys Bucks fucks you on that one. That'd be hilarious.
Corey's just gonna be like, "Why are you betting your own team as the last part of a parlay, bro?"
Yeah, never a smart idea. Nicholas says McKenzie or keep Kirk and Ayuk in double flex spots. I'd roll with Kirk and Ayuk there. I'm not gonna get gutty with McKenzie. I have night class on Thursday, so I'm gonna miss the first half of every Thursday game.
Oh
That's
God,
brutal.
bro,
Nice.
just stream
I
it.
don't have
What?
swap like that. Sure. What's up, boys? What's going on, Cole? Who should I start? Brees Hall or AJ Dillon? My other starters, Javonte went wide receiver early with Jefferson and Diggs. I'd probably throw Dillon in my lineup first week
easily
over Brees.
Yeah. I'm taking Dillon, given the game script, given the potential access to the goal line. Not to mention, if Brees Hall's in a committee to start the year with Michael Carter, then like just take the better committee back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
for sure. Make sure you're surveying for supers. By the way, I got the.
Yep, I am looking at the bottom of their list.
Fantasy Football Atomic. I got Kelsey in the sixth.
What?
What the fuck?
Oh, Dino probably.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is
That
probably a
makes sense.
dynasty league. Yeah.
Imagine those redrafts.
Jerry Jeudy or Deontay Johnson non PPR. Give me Deontay there probably.
Non PPR, I'll take Jeudy.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're both kind of PPR guys, I would expect.
I mean, but if we're talking about access to a good offense,
touchdown scoring, the higher scoring potential will be
over under,
Broncos for sure, and they're favored by like 7.5. I'm pretty sure too. So yeah, that's close, man. That's a toss up. I'd probably take Jeudy in a non PPR. Should I start AJ Dillon or Kadarius Toney in my second flex spot? I mean, assuming Kadarius Toney's healthy and like not limited in any way, I'll probably go Toney.
Yeah, full PPR, I'll go Toney. Half PPR, I'll probably go Dillon just because of the hamstring concern.
Yeah, gentlemen, what's going on?
What's up, Domain?
I have to start 3 between Adams, Pittman Jr., AJ. I wish I had this fucking.
I'm sitting AJ Brown, and it sucks.
You're sitting AJ Brown against the Detroit Lions?
I think the Eagles are going to boat race them.
They could, but they're going to need to score points to do so, and AJ Brown could be a big part of that.
And I get that, and it's scary as fuck to say, but again, I'm making that argument like
these guys are all in good matchups, man.
The Colts are playing the Texans too. Yeah, I'm going to trust the volume
of any of these guys.
I'm trusting because the decision point for me is between Pittman and AJ Brown. I trust the volume of Pittman a little bit more.
You have Hollywood over both of those guys.
Yes, Hollywood's my wide receiver.
I have Hollywood right behind them at 11.
I have Hollywood at wide receiver 8.
That game's gonna shoot out probably, right? So it's
highest over under of the week. No DeAndre Hopkins. Zach Ertz is questionable.
Yeah, man. I don't blame it. I'd probably sit AJ Brown also, but like that is fucking close.
Man, you got to figure something out there. I don't want to sit one of those guys every week.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm trying to trade MT Plus for CD, but he won't budge after a big start to the season. Yeah, I think with Michael Thomas, you probably have to let people see him do it first because people are still going to be skeptical. Akers will get benched tonight. That is rude. Don't get fucking Dr. Jesse Morris out of the chat here with Kyron Williams talk.
Wait, he hypes up Kyron Williams?
Yeah, I saw him tweet out today that Kyron Williams is going to take over this backfield by week 5 or some shit. I'm like, dude, he can't even play. He ran like a fucking 4.7.
Fair. By the way, I saw D-Ball said later in the chat that he has a ride to Louis. So are you guys going to Louis for the game?
Who? He has a ride to Louis?
Are you guys going to Louis?
Yeah, we are.
Fair. Not a boy. Yeah, no, I just noticed that when I was scrolling up.
Yeah, well, people keep asking me to drive them. I'm like, I'm going to be doing a live stream right up until kickoff. So unless you want to get there late, then I can drive you.
Fair play.
How is George Kittle already like fucking hurt? Did you see that?
I don't even know where to put him in my rankings. I have him at 6 right now, but it's
I have Dalton Schultz higher than him.
I do too.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Yeah, I have Dalton Schultz at 3.
Who do you think I have at 2?
Probably Andrews or Kelsey.
Okay, Kelsey's 1.
You don't have Andrews or Kelsey too?
I have Waller.
Yeah. Oh, you have Waller too. Yeah, that's a good one. I have him at 4, I think, behind Schultz. But if you have to pick a guy up here, I'd probably go Everett. I think that game probably has a good chance of shooting out there.
I'd agree.
Sorry, I'm just too excited. Cam Akers is him. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not ready to say that yet. Not once have I ever said in a Cam Akers argument that he's like an elite talent. I've never said that about Cam Akers because I don't know, right? Like I just seriously don't know. All I know is that he has a great opportunity in front of him.
And you know that he could be. He could be.
Yeah, but I don't want to say like, oh, he's an elite talent. He's going to bounce back from this Achilles injury because I really don't know.
What's the outlook on Kirk on him 7th round as a bench receiver? I'm fine.
I
with
got him
Kirk,
in the 9th round, and I
PPR.
fucking loved it. I think he's a great like flex option. If you got to throw him into your flex in like a full PPR every week, I think Kirk could be an easy like top 25 wide receiver in PPR leagues on the season.
Oh, agreed. He's like like Walmart Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, he's like prime Tyler Boyd is how I expect him to kind of perform.
Penny or Pierce? Oh,
I'm taking Penny there. I have Penny like pretty high. Like I have him like in my top 22 or some shit.
They must be really close to my rankings because this is actually a tough. I have currently I have Penny actually a decent bit higher. I have him 4 spots higher, so I would take a shot. Penny. I actually have Penny ranked higher than Cam Akers.
I do too. I have Penny at 21. I have Penny ranked higher than Dave Montgomery too.
Jeez. Okay. I don't know if I can go that far, but I
respect
it.
Penny's gonna be. Walker's not gonna play.
But it's still the receiving issue, right? Like,
I guess, but I'm still believing that Penny's going to be pretty strong early on in the season. I think Tampa Bay's defense is a great fantasy one to have because they're aggressive, they blitz a lot, and they generate turnovers. I think most games you can start their defense, even if it's going to be high scoring. And the other thing too is they're going to score a lot on offense. They're going to force teams to throw.
That's fair. I would temper your expectations for week 1, but I mean, after that, isn't your...
I wouldn't temper your expectations for week 1. The Cowboys are starting fucking Jason Peters at left tackle. They're
gonna get fucking from a sack perspective, but I mean...
But yeah, you get sacks. Sacks could lead to strip sacks, could lead to fumbles and all that kind of stuff. I think... And that game is going to be high scoring. There's going to be a lot of pass attempts, which could lead to turnovers and stuff too. That's an underrated part. I feel like most people, when they think of a defense, they're like, oh, I got to find a shit quarterback. But like when you get actually like a high scoring game, it usually generates a lot of fantasy production for defenses as well.
Yep. I got a super chat from Lewis. Appreciate that. He says Russell Wilson or Stafford in week 1.
They're back to back for me. I have Stafford one spot higher.
I think I have Russ higher. I'd take Russ.
They're closest. It's a revenge game. You want to go revenge game narrative? I don't blame you.
And another tiebreaker being the elbow. Yeah, like
Oh, I'm thinking like the elbow might
just be
not show up in the first game. I think the elbow concern is like a long-term thing, not like the first game.
And I would agree too, but I mean it's enough when they're back, like almost back to back in my rankings to just make the joke.
Olave, Judy, Dobbins. I don't think Dobbins is going to play personally.
Judy.
I doubt he's going to play, and I'm going to take Judy there quite.
It's so easily Judy, in my opinion, brother.
I got one team that is loaded tonight: Stafford, Henderson, Akers, Josh Allen, and Diggs. And I'm either going to be real happy or disappointed. I mean, I probably don't want to start both Rams running backs if I can, but
they both pay off.
No other options. I suppose it's not terrible. Cam Akers, too much split. Rams will go up big in some games and run Henderson. Cam will not even be an RB2 this season. I mean, that was a huge assumption that you made in the first part of that. But I think Cam Akers, as long as Cam Akers is getting like a 65% opportunity share, he's going to easily be an RB2 this season. Just on the back of scoring opportunities. Hoping for a big week from Isaiah McKenzie so I can
classic.
Yeah.
Dynasty, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Pick 2 in PPR.
We need the question, brother.
I heard a lot of people. Oh, he said, wait, was that?
Let's go, Gordo.
Yeah. I heard a lot. Yeah. Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to win the division.
I think it's the Cowboys. I mean,
would you rather roster Chark or Christian Watson? Give me Christian Watson there, 100%. Yeah. Especially if I don't need any kind of like production in my roster. It's just a bench piece.
Thomas, if you need someone to watch tonight, go Stafford.
Yeah, that's the other thing, man. Like, I just want somebody to watch also. That's enough for me to start Stafford over Russ.
That's fair. Henderson always disappoints. Kyron will impress.
You're big on Kyron, eh? Must be a Notre Dame fan or something.
Should I start Dawson Knox or Zach Ertz as my tight end? I mean, because Zach Ertz is questionable, I don't mind just going with Knox.
Yeah, I think they're literally back to back for me. I'm looking. Could easily miss this game is what the expert note says, but the expert is Derek Brown, so I don't know if I want to believe that. Yeah. Says Zach Ertz could easily miss this game. That seems like an assumption to me.
By the way, they're also back to back in my ranks.
Yeah, they're back to back in my ranks, but he says it could easily miss this game. I don't know where he's getting that information from, but either way, I would probably just go Dawson Knox just to be safe. It's a 2 flex league. Have Lamar, Justin Jefferson, Evans, Kelsey, Mike Williams, and Bateman starting. Running backs definitely need work, though. Yeah, that's a pretty solid 0 RB type of core that you got there. Pick 2 in PPR, Darnell Mooney, Christian Kirk. I'm probably going to sit Christian Kirk there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have Stafford and Lance Dilemma in Tone Setters League. Yeah, I got to check my Tone Setters lineup because I am actually a competitive team in that league as well. Can you take some? Can you see the questions?
I think it needs a redraft, no? Or is that?
No, Tone Setters League, the Dynasty League.
I think it'd be the redraft because if not, he would start both those guys in a super flex.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Can you see these questions so I can set some of my lineups or no?
Yeah, go for it. Here, where
are you able to see them?
Yeah,
up by like 7:20 p.m.
Let me try to find them. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, stick with your running backs. Okay. I don't know why I read that out loud. Okay, Spicy's got it listed down. Let's go. Crazy shit just happened in my home league. Geez, let us know. Akers or ETN half PPR. Give me Travis ETN in this game. Amal. Zaddy says Dawson Knox or Zach Ertz. We already answered that. Akers has a clear path to the bench. Bush is not gonna like that.
Rude.
Rams don't. To be fair, Brock, the Rams don't run inside the 5 much. That could easily be a chicken or the egg situation because we kind of cited on the channel before. But before this past year, they were one of the most run-heavy teams in the red zone. Obviously, with Todd Gurley and then Cam Akers the year before. We see, of course, Matt Stafford comes in. Cam Akers obviously tears his Achilles. That completely flips the script. So I really want to see, did they start throwing in the red zone because they have Stafford? Or did they stop running in the end zone or in the red zone because they lost Cam Akers? That's going to be the big telling point this year. If Akers outperforms Dylan by more than 4 points, you've earned me to join your paid community for the season. Let's go, brother. Let's go. Deontay with the bad shoulder or Monty full PPR. Monty could have Deontay could have 2 bad shoulders, a bad toe, whatever. I'll take him over David Montgomery. There's just not much upside in that Bears versus 49ers game, especially from the Bears side. 41 over under. Monty's going to have to rely, on a 23 touch, 65 total yard. Maybe he falls face first into the end zone type of game. Mm-hmm. Hall, Harris, or Carter this week. I'm going to need first names, brother, but I'm assuming that's going to be Damien Harris, Michael Carter, and Brees Hall.
Yeah, I'm going to take I'm going to probably take Harris.
Yeah. Yeah, facts, Brock. I have Davis, Knox, and Renfro and Ertz. What do I do? I can't start 2 Bills receivers, right? I'm fine with just rolling both of them out.
Yeah, that game's gonna knowing that Ertz is questionable. I think I'm cool going Davis, Knox there.
Here, you got a couple. I'm gonna make sure I got the.
Who do you got running tonight? I got in our listener league. I have Allen Robinson, and in the Big Dogs Bash, I have Cam Akers.
All right, I'll go league by league because I'm in fucking 6 redraft. We'll just say the redraft ones, the dynasty ones. Who the fuck cares?
I don't actually have anybody in any of my competitive, in my rebuilding teams. Some of them do, but not any of my competitive dynasty teams.
Oh, actually no. You are right. Tone Setters. I think that is the Dino. Yeah, you're right. He must have 3 good quarterbacks, and I don't know. Either way, though, in the FSC Patreon redraft league, Devin Singletary, Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, all tonight.
That's not bad.
Box Munchers, who I don't know why I said that out loud. Did you hear what my league's called? Munchers? That's my fucking home league.
Jesus Christ. Waddle Bateman for a flex full PPR. Give me the first 2 Bronx Bombers.
Oh, wait, in this home league, remember I actually did the swap that landed me Cooper Kupp, and obviously her giving up Jefferson. I told you about that trade, so I do have Cooper Kupp tonight. So hey, if anything else, at least I have a rooting interest for tonight in that league. Pushing P, do I have anybody? I do not. And then the Tone Setters League, basically, like the Tone Setters group chat league. Nobody tonight.
Yeah. Akers and Robinson for me, and then I have Knox and a couple other players in rebuilding dynasty teams, but I don't really care about those. Devin Singletary or CPAT, give me Singletary. I honestly think he's going to get a big workload tonight and probably get into the end zone.
I agree.
Should I trade Deontay Johnson, Pittman, and Saquon, or Jamar Chase and Swift?
4. So let's just say for ease sake, Saquon
4.
Let's just say I'll take the package there.
Is it that? Is that the trade though? Johnson, Pittman, and Saquon, or Chase and Swift?
Assuming this is redraft, can be Johnson, Pittman, and Saquon. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the package for sure if that's what the trade is. But if you're just talking about should I trade those players, I would just hold them probably. Christian Kirk or Gabe Davis? Give me Gabe Davis there, Damon.
Yep.
Pick 2: Deontay Johnson, Elijah Moore, Jalen Waddle.
I'm sitting Elijah.
I'm probably gonna sit Elijah Moore there.
That hurts to say. I never want to say that again.
Am I good with Higgins, Michael Thomas, and Juju at wide receiver if I have Eckler and Swift at running back, or should I upgrade at wide receiver? No, those are probably fine wide receivers there.
Yeah, you should be good there. You should be good.
Chase Edmonds or Tony Pollard PPR. Give me Chase Edmonds there, Kirk.
I'd agree with that.
Should I trade Pollard? Yeah, give me Pollard there over Damian Harris.
Yep.
Have a ride to Louis. Facts. Rashad Bateman or Darnell Mooney in my flex full PPR. You're going to take Bateman there?
Yeah.
Full PPR makes it interesting for Mooney because I think he might get more he'll probably get more targets.
It's just
than
an
Bateman.
ugly game.
It's an ugly game. Yeah, I'll take Bateman. Well, Cowboys D.
Yeah, let's go, Corey. Tell him.
In what way?
Tell him. Trayvon Diggs 2 picks on Sunday night. Let's go.
I have Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox, Hollywood, Hunter Renfrow, and Ertz. Ertz's question. Okay, he already asked this, but
he already asked that, brother.
I don't know where Hollywood fits into that, but he's definitely in your lineup.
By the way, so rule of thumb, you're if you're new to the chat, that's fine. Just going to give you guys like the breakdown. But if you have a question, ask it once. Don't spam it in the comments. Like again, that just seems like we
go in order. So asking multiple times, all that does is push other questions down and makes us because we don't remember sometimes if a question's been asked too. So sometimes we might just take longer to get to people's questions if you ask it twice. So if you ask it once, we will get to it as long as you got in here earlier, and make sure your notifications are on as well for when we go live, because then you can get your question answered faster because you'll be in here earlier for the chat. And obviously, if you want to skip the line, if you want to hop in here and get your question answered fast, super chats are the way to do so. And also our Patreon tiers are your ways to get answers to questions, because you can get access to our weekly rankings, or you can just ask us questions in the Patreon DMs as well.
Did we not read this? Okay. The only team
where literally that is so true, because the Cardinals don't move their receivers at all.
That's fucking hilarious, by the way, that they don't.
Yeah. Allen Robinson over Adam Thielen. Yeah, give me Allen Robinson 100% there. Give me Gibson there, Gordo. Yep. Just driving home and had to remind the good people to smash the like. Of course, yes. If you have not hit the like button, if you're new around here too, hit the subscribe button. I want Cup to pick up where he left off last year versus the Bills tonight. Let's fucking go. What's up, boys? Start to Elijah Moore, Rashad Bateman. I'm gonna roll with the first two.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, I don't really have to read the rest. I love
Ayuk maybe in consideration, but I'll probably go.
That game sucks.
Yeah, that game stinks. Yo, I'm back. I watched the vid. Don't comment. Well, I would like you to change that, Bilal. What y'all think of my 18 PPR 3 wide receiver league? I traded all my depth basically. Hurts, Jefferson, Chase, Waddle, Barkley, CEH, Kelsey, Metcalf. I mean, CEH is a bum, but the rest of the team is fucking goated. So
yeah, trade CEH for a bag of chips and you're better off.
Yeah.
Kyle, A-Rob, or Deontay Johnson. I need the scoring there, brother.
Yeah, I probably need the scoring as well. But
for future reference, by the way,
like many times, it's really close.
For future reference, again, another thing, like in the chat, if you guys, 103 concurrently watching right now, if you guys want a start sit question, make sure league scoring format, number of players they have to start, and ultimately, if there's any tight end bonuses, stuff like that. Make sure every single scoring setting that we should know for the answer you're providing. So just saying, or I think especially full names too.
Inactive, by the way, Corey. I don't think anything happened to him.
Agreed. Full names as well, because Harris, that can be like a million players.
Yeah, those types of names. Elijah Moore over under 90, 1,208.
Let's hope over.
The under on the touchdown. Agreed. But I'll take and receptions. That's a high number too. I think I'd probably take the under on that stat line just because of injuries and all that kind of stuff. But I think that is a reasonable stat line for him.
If I had, gun to my head, I had to make the bet today, I'm going to take the under. But do I think that it's in the range of outcomes that Elijah Moore not only does that, but maybe even more? Yes.
Yeah, I think his ceiling is like 100 receptions, 1,300 yards, and like 9 touchdowns like this season. I think
he's that good of a player, man.
Yeah, he's that dude. Dak is lazy. Nice. gotta go to my class. Gotta go to my class. Yeah, no worries, Spicy Hot. Good luck. Is the Don Father from? Oh, hey Bush, the Don Father from League 2. Okay, Brian's in my Big Dogs Bash League. Apparently,
let's go.
The Don Father. Do I play him this week? Let me look.
Side note, quick thing I want to say, 99 people in here, only 30 likes. Let's fix that. So I want to see in the next 15 seconds, at least 55, 60 likes. And I'm sure you guys can even do that. I'm being a little cautious because it's week 1.
Yeah, facts.
See it. Smash the like button.
Leo says, can't wait to watch Lance. Yeah, same. He's one of those dudes that I want to watch this year. Knox or Hawkinson, pretty close, but
No,
I'm gonna take.
Knox.
I'm probably gonna take Knox, but I have him one spot higher. I'm at 9, and
Yep.
Hawkinson at 10.
Yep.
Damian Pierce will go off. Wouldn't shock me whatsoever. LA Stadium looking awesome for sure. Are y'all not worried about Deontay's shoulder if he plays? I mean, not really. If he's playing, I'm assuming he's probably fine. Bush is my IRL friend, guys. Yeah, he is. I got Kelsey at the 211 in my home league. I was trying so hard not to scream. Yeah, that is a huge, huge value at that point. Olave or Pierce PPR. I mean, PPR makes it a bit closer, but I'll probably take Pierce there.
I'm going to go Olave, I think.
Where do you have Pierce ranked at running back?
26.
Yeah, I'm at 25. Generally speaking, I would say like I'm going to start a top 35 wide receiver over a top 30 running back.
That's where I'm at.
Usually, but I don't have Olave that high. I'm like 41 or something.
The only problem I have is potential game script for Pierce. Obviously, the Colts are a tough run defense as a whole to begin with, so I don't think he's going to be as efficient, of course, as he was doing in the preseason. Not to mention, we don't necessarily know what his role on third down is going to be. So if the Texans find an early deficit, maybe we see a ton of Rex Burkhead, and maybe Pierce is a 17 carry, 3 target back on the day. And while you're fine with that,
I'll take 17 carries and 3 targets over the randomness that Chris Olave, because Chris Olave might only be out there for like 40% of the routes in his first game.
That's fair. And maybe 17 was probably a little bit too.
But I think that's reasonable for him. I think he's probably going to get 15
12
carries.
to 17. Yeah, I would say that's probably the range. However, Chris Olave against the Falcons, like, that's a smash spot, assuming that
it is a smash spot, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know what his role is going to be right away. Like we assume he's going to be, a starter right away, but we haven't seen Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, and Chris Olave on the field for games together.
I guess, but at the same time, it's like if they're running 2 wide receiver sets, I don't see any range of outcome where Jarvis Landry is going to be an outside wide receiver.
He might, though. He's a veteran, man. Teams do that shit in week 1.
I mean, it could. I'm cautiously optimistic for Chris Olave. I think it'll go off.
I'd like to see his usage first before I throw him into my lineup. Sky, A-Rob, and a 2025 second, or Dotson and Gabriel Davis in a late first. Okay, so the late first and Robinson probably cancel each other out.
Yeah, give me the right side.
Dotson or Davis, either one, then the second. And then I think both Dotson versus Sky or Gabe Davis versus Sky are probably pretty similar, I would say.
I want the right side there. I think it gives you more upside. Obviously, with A-Rob, we know he's an older wide receiver. Doesn't really have much upside to increase his value. It's funny because, I mean, with Gabriel Davis, he's so undervalued from a dynasty perspective. But, like, if he goes out there and he lives up to the redraft expectations, then we're talking about a 24-year-old wide receiver who maybe had an 1,100-yard, 10-touchdown season this year, tied to Josh Allen. And there's a range of outcomes where by this time next year, Gabriel Davis is a top 20 overall dynasty wide receiver.
Speaking of tied to Josh Allen, what did Dawson Knox end up getting paid?
4 for 53, I think the number was.
Really? That's how high his contract was.
Njoku got 4 for 56. Did you see that?
Yeah, but the Browns are fucking stupid.
Let me get to some more comments. Where do we leave off? Start 3, Elijah Moore, MT, Gabe Davis.
That's insane.
Josh, the fact that why are we getting so many questions that is forcing me to sit Elijah Moore? Guys, I love Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
I love Elijah Moore, but if we're talking 3 of my top 24 wide receivers, like, I'm sorry, Elijah. Like, the pine is pretty warm this week.
You are out, sir.
Fuck, man. That hurts. And I think I'll have Elijah Moore still at like 26 this week. Like, I still have him at like 26, so he's fringe in the top 24. It's just,
but you also just asked about top 24 wide receivers, so
yeah.
There's
that question: trust Stafford or Russell Wilson?
I'm trusting Stafford. They're so close. I want to watch a player tonight. If I'm you, I'm watching Stafford.
That is fair because they're so close. You want to watch football. You want to see those points register on your sleeper app every time a big play happens. Fuck it, go Stafford, man.
Yeah,
go Stafford. I misclicked by accident. Oh, no. Yikes. Unlucky Brock. Trey Lance or David Carr. David Carr is retired, but if you're talking about his brother Derek, I'm joking. If you're talking about Derek Carr, it could be Trey Lance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to make the joke.
Yeah.
Josh, this week.
This week. Yeah, not rest of the season. This week. Yeah. Because Walker's out and because we don't know what the split's like for Akers yet, I'll take Penny this week.
Got a couple super chats here. One from R Gravy, $1.99. He says Akers, CH, or Damien Harris in PPR. At that point, I'm going to take Cam Akers because
I'll take Akers, but I actually do have Dame a little high this week because I do think he'll probably get a decent workload. But
maybe.
PPR, I'll probably take Akers.
Do you have Ramondre or Dame higher this week?
I have Damien Harris higher.
I have Ramondre higher.
I can't do it yet. I got to see what the split looks like first.
It's sneaky.
I can't wait to parse out a 1 week sample of these split backfields.
So we'll answer this question, and then I'll tell you why it's sneaky. But second flex, Singletary, Olave, MVS, pick one full PPR. It's between Singletary and Olave for me.
It's easily Singletary for me.
Really, eh?
Yeah, easily.
I think I'll agree. I'll go Singletary because of the high scoring nature of this matchup. So appreciate that super chat, and also appreciate the super chat there from our Gravy. Again, I'm going to go back to it too now. The reason why the Miami versus New England game is very, very interesting is that if you see it on face value, if you go and you're saying, okay, let's analyze the Dolphins versus Patriots game, my immediate reaction when I went into it is, well, this is going to be a low scoring, low pace slugfest, AFC East, they're just going to grind each other out. Pause. But sorry. But then you look, it's the 6th highest over under of the entire slate.
Yeah.
So if Vegas is telling us that these teams are going to put up points, I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm thinking in a game where we expect the New England Patriots to put up points, the range of outcomes for Ramondre Stevenson to return on value are far higher, in my opinion, than Damien Harris.
Yeah, that's fair.
A high scoring match. So it's interesting, but that shocked me. 6th highest over under was the New England.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if you told me Dolphins Patriots to guess the over under, I would have said 43. It's just the classic Dolphins Patriots. They're gonna play defense and stuff. But I mean, the Dolphins run a relatively up tempo type of offense. So,
but the last time I checked, the line is currently listed at 46.5.
Yeah.
So it's that's a lot of points. Genuinely.
That's something I'm curious to see with the Dolphins though, because they threw the ball like crazy last year. But with McDaniel coming in, are they going to deploy more of a Niners approach in terms of how they want to run the offense? Because
could be.
It's not like they have the running backs to do so though. It's not like they're going to have Edmonds and Mostert and those guys. I guess the 49ers never had the running backs to do so either though. So
yeah, that's fair. Where do we leave off? By the way?
Yeah, I got it. 6 point per passing touchdown. I'll take Rodgers.
Yeah, I have to against Minnesota.
Yeah, Penny or Dillon. I'll take Penny there, Brock.
I'm
taking A-Rob easily.
I'm taking Dillon over Penny.
You're taking Dillon over Penny, eh?
I like the game script way better.
Maybe we might have to make this one a bet too.
I'm down.
We already have Dillon versus Akers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Dillon versus Akers. And now Dillon versus Penny. And what was the other one?
I forget. Spicy Hot has it. It was a receiver. A-Rob versus
A-Rob?
A-Rob and full PPR. That's the big caveat. Full PPR. Half PPR, I take A-Rob.
Well, Spicy Hot isn't here, by the way, so I'll write these down.
Oh, Spicy Hot was here. Where'd he go? Oh, he left for class.
He went to his thing. His class.
Yeah, right. Class.
All right. Can you grab the next question so I write these down?
Yep. Let me just leave. So we left off on Marc-Andre. Bateman or A-Rob. I would take A-Rob there, Marc-Andre. Barub. I'm thinking of a Craig Barub. Never mind. Metcalf, Bateman, Elijah Moore, and Ayuk. Pick 3, please. PPR. Thank you, guys. As much as I like Ayuk, I'm sitting Ayuk. That game script 41 over under is just not something I want to buy into for Ayuk this week.
Yeah. If Kittle's out, does that change your mind?
Kittle's out? No. Because, I mean, it's a similar situation at that point. You're getting
I wouldn't start him over Bateman or Elijah Moore, but it probably makes him a better play, though.
Yeah.
The Broncos are my number 1 defense this week. The Broncos
over the Colts?
Over the Colts.
Colts play the Texans, though.
Yeah, I don't care.
Fair. I mean, I guess you're the defensive guy here because I haven't even.
Yeah, they're both on the road. It's not like one of those teams is at home. So give me the Broncos defense, man, against Geno fucking Smith.
By the way, NFL. By the way, NFL
better defense too.
Sorry, one thing. By the way, NFL ATV. That is not how you promote. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's probably spam. I don't know. See you later, pal.
Yeah, Broncos D. Russell full PPR. Hollywood, A-Rob, Juju, ARSB, Godwin, Cook. So I'm going to disqualify Godwin because I don't think he's going to play. Hollywood's a lock. A-Rob's a lock to me there. Comes down to Juju, a lock. ARSB, and Cook. ARSB.
Yeah,
easily. I'll probably take a Monra as well, but I think Juju and him are pretty close. And same
not even for me. I have Juju at 30 and Amon-Ra at 20.
You have Amon-Ra at 20.
20 or 21. It's one of those two. Yeah.
I have him at 26, and I'm the Amon-Ra truther.
You're a hater, I guess, man.
Yeah, apparently. Y'all think
I think he
Davis
will.
is popping off tonight? My opponent's starting him, dude. Somebody's gonna go off tonight. It's gonna be either Akers or Davis. I don't know who it's gonna be. One, and also whoever goes off, the other one's gonna be terrible. I think is what's gonna happen.
There's no in between. They either go off or
Davis
suck.
is gonna go like one for like 10 yards on 4 targets, and Akers will run for like fucking 140 yards, or Akers is gonna go 17 for 31, no touchdowns, 1 target, and drop the ball. And Gabe Davis is going to go for 3 touchdowns.
At least give Davis 2 for 37. That seems appropriate.
Yeah. Facts. That is his go-to stat line. AJ Green, Singletary, easily Singletary there.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys really think I should start Kadarius Toney over AJ Dillon in my second flex? In full PPR, if Kadarius Toney is not limited in any way, yeah, I would.
And that's the caveat for you there, Wanye, right? Like you're gonna have that information going into the game on Sunday. If you're hearing all positive reports for Kadarius Toney, I mean, there's a realistic scenario in that matchup against Tennessee that Kadarius Toney has 10 plus targets. So I mean,
as not only that, but like just mathematically speaking, Kadarius Toney's floor is way higher than AJ Dillon's in full PPR.
And I'll say maybe the other people you're asking too, they're saying AJ Dillon because of the touchdown opportunity in that game, which is fine. AJ Dillon probably has a higher ceiling given his propensity as a running back. However, given range of outcomes, I would much prefer Kadarius Toney.
Yeah,
not much prefer, but it's
assuming
close.
He's healthy, and we really don't know what this. Apparently, he just fucking gets hurt every single week. So.
Correction, by the way, not much preferred. Still close. Yes.
Yeah. Waddle or Gabe Davis tonight?
I have Waddle 2 spots higher, but if you have the itch to watch somebody play, go Gabe Davis.
Yeah, I'd probably restrain myself and just wait on Waddle here.
Really? Do you have him much higher than 2 spots?
No, I have him 3 spots. I have him at 20 and Gabe Davis at 23.
I have him 22 and 24.
Yeah, wow. So I'm higher on Waddle, and you've been the Waddle guy all offseason.
I know.
Dylan has the higher floor, and Toney has the higher ceiling. Yeah, I disagree. Actually, I think it's the opposite.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
To be honest, I think Toney has the higher ceiling and floor because it's full PPR.
That's fair.
But I think the median projection's higher for Dylan. Thoughts on Devin Duvernay? I don't think he's going to be anything, to be honest. Like the third target in a run-heavy offense, I could care less.
Yeah, agreed.
But hook him more.
In a full PPR can be Deontay, but that's a really good question.
Yeah, same. Last time Diggs played the Rams, he got 7 yards. Yeah, I mean, if we want to buy into like Ramsey shadow narrative, we could, I suppose.
I mean, when did they play though? Wasn't that
would have been last year at some point?
I don't think the Rams played the Bills last year.
Maybe it was 2 years ago.
No, they definitely did. Sure. Or maybe
he
might have been on the Vikings
last year just because he was so good in 2020.
He might have been on the Vikings when it happened.
Oh, he could have been. Yeah, that's possible.
That would make sense. Start one. Campbell, Tolbert, Burks, Hamler, Sky Moore. This is fucking gross, but I'm going with Isaiah McKenzie.
You're gonna start Isaiah McKenzie over those guys?
I fucking think I will.
Yeah, I don't know if Burks or Moore is gonna be on the field right away, so I can't say that for sure. What about Tolbert? Is Tolbert in any consideration for you?
I don't know. I don't know what the Cowboys are planning. Everything I'm hearing right now is that Noah Brown's going to get the first crack. But, like, I could see a scenario where, again, Tolbert's going to be the wide receiver 3 to start. They want to ease the rookie along and, maybe catch the long touchdown, which could definitely happen. But I think from a pure usage standpoint, we know that Isaiah McKenzie is going to be the slot receiver for Josh Allen. And as we've seen in the past couple of years with Cole Beasley and who was it last year other than Cole Beasley? No, there was another slot receiver. Oh, it was Isaiah. It was Isaiah McKenzie. Yeah, between Cole Beasley and Isaiah McKenzie this past year, we saw that they do give their looks to the slot receiver given the amount of times they throw the ball. And Josh Allen's the type of guy where he knows that he's just a freak of nature, so he can just get it wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, literally. Okay, so I'm gonna answer like a couple more questions, and then I got to drive to the place because I want to be there in time for kickoff. So I don't know if you want to stay on here for a couple minutes after. But
So I'll wrap up the questions that we currently have. But NFL with another fucking account, piss off.
Yeah, literally. Alfredo, classic. Njoku or Everett, 10-team standard. Give me Njoku there. Alfredo. Another tough choice. Stafford or Kyler Murray. That's not tough. That's to Kyler, not close.
Kyler.
Rate my lineup this week: Murray at QB, Allen, AJ Brown at wide receiver, Taylor Edmonds at running back, and Njoku at tight end, Elijah Mitchell at flex. I would rather you do not sit Waddle for Elijah Mitchell. Put Jalen Waddle in the flex.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Yeah. And I would honestly probably rather start Elijah Mitchell than Edmonds, who's your RB2 here.
Agree with that.
Jack Leonard may not play Sunday, so he's going to be out for a couple of weeks by the sounds of it.
Sold boys. Defenses usually suck at the beginning of the season. Should be a high-scoring game tonight. Could be. I have depth of wide receiver who's worthy of Amon-Ra St. Brown and Rashad Bateman in a package standard.
So if you package them both together, what can you get? You can get Pittman with that, maybe?
I would look higher, man. If I'm giving up,
you go higher than that, AJ?
Higher. Like
Debo?
I might ask for
Lamb.
Like Amon-Ra and fucking Bateman is a lot, man.
Lamb, Evans.
I think Lamb would be the one I would ask for, but it's probably the problem is like the Lamb owner is probably not going to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like because I don't want to like I have Amon-Ra and Bateman both as top 25 overall type of wide receivers for me this year.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna close out these next couple questions here, and then I'm gonna head off here. Matt says, "Thanks, guys. Your content's awesome.
Appreciate that.
Patreon before, but I got it for you guys. Yeah, definitely appreciate it. And again, if you guys want access to our weekly rankings, they will be available on Patreon every week. You can also get them, as always, by signing up on Underdog Fantasy. If you guys haven't done so yet, there's now that the season has started, there's tons of pick'em lines that you can take advantage of if you guys aren't big best ball players and all that kind of stuff too. So Patreon and Underdog stuff linked in the description. What 2 rookies are you most excited for? Mine are Burks and David Bell. Jahan Dotson's 100% my most excited rookie for sure. I also am pretty excited for.
You're gonna say Drake London.
Yeah, Drake London probably.
I'm excited about Chris Olave, dude. Really, I really want to see because like everything I'm hearing, like it feels like he's gonna be like the rookie at the end of the year. People are gonna go back and say it was so fucking obvious. He was so pro ready out of college, got 11th overall draft capital. Like glowing reports straight from training camp right off the bat. Like I wouldn't be shocked if he went out there this year and put up like 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's not bad. 100 plus viewers, smash the like. Yes, please smash the like. Listen to the boys here in the chat. Damian Pierce and Kyle Phillips. 2 rookies that is excited for. True. Give me Penny there, Angel. Amari Cooper or Chris Olave in the second flex full PPR. I'll probably take Cooper in the first week. I don't want to, but that's probably who I'm going to take.
Let me see. I think fucking hell.
Stash Kyron Williams just in case Akers and Darrell ain't it. I mean, sure, but I don't think.
I have Cooper slightly higher, so I agree.
Yeah. Abandon Saints offense and embrace offenses with competent QBs. True. Yeah, I fuck the Saints. I all agree with that.
Give me Deontay, but like, that's fucking close.
True. Okay, so I'm gonna head out of here.
I'll finish off our questions.
I'll let you finish off some questions here. I'll flip this over to you on the brand part of things. Where is the thing?
It's just right above.
Yeah. All right. So I'm heading out. Peace out, guys. Enjoy the game.
Yep. So I'll finish off these questions for you guys and then go prepare for this game. Gabe Davis going to ball out tonight. I can definitely see that being the case. A lot of upside there with that Bills versus Rams matchup. McKenzie going to ball tonight? Fuck, I can see everybody on either team balling out, to be honest. Ramondre, Penny, or Damian Pierce, 10-team full PPR. Give me Rashad Penny at that point. That's pretty close between him and Ramondre. Do I start Gabe Davis or Elijah Mitchell this week full PPR? Thanks. Give me Gabe Davis pretty easily there, Raj. Elijah Moore going to get fed by Big Bird this week. Let's hope so, bro. Let's hope so. Absolutely love my Elijah Moore. Isaiah McKenzie, Tyler Lockett, or Treylon Burks in half PPR. I'm going to go Tyler Lockett here. Just too good of a player. I'll put McKenzie in tonight. Just have a player to root for. I respect it, man. I respect it. Should I start James Cook or J.K. Dobbins? Well, if J.K. Dobbins plays, I'm going to be starting J.K. Dobbins. She's not going to know that right now. So I would say Sunday morning, make sure you're following all the reports on. James Cook fucking plays tonight, so you're not going to know that. I'm taking the risk on J.K. Dobbins, and worst case scenario, you have to pivot. So be it. But I mean, J.K. Dobbins' upside this week in terms of his workload compared to what I expect for James Cook is pretty night and day. But that's a solid question because of the fact that you're not going to know about Dobbins' status just yet. Juju Smith-Schuster or Drake London? I will take Juju in week 1. Really good matchup there for the Chiefs against the Arizona Cardinals. My home league, 2 guys went 4 or 5 running backs in the first 5 rounds. Running back market was messed up, but I got a good tight end and wide receiver core right now. It's exactly how you do it, man. You gotta zig when your opponents zag. And for the most part, in a lot of leagues, if you see a lot of your league mates are just smashing running backs, that's when you're gonna want to exact a 0 RB and build out a stud wide receiver core, an elite onesie position. So I think you reacted properly. Elijah Mitchell, Allen Robinson, or Gabe Davis for flex in a full PPR. I will take Allen Robinson there, Kakai. No Zach Wilson hurts Elijah Moore. Agreed. Do you guys really believe Renfro was a fluke because of injuries, not having Adams? Is there no stock to be held in their new coordinate? See, I think you're reaching on that case a little bit because what made Edelman great, it's more so the fact that he was the best receiver on that offense. And, I mean, he's at best the 3rd receiver on the Las Vegas Raiders in terms of Hunter Renfro. So, yeah, I don't mind Renfro. I think he could be a solid ancillary piece, but I don't think he's going to repeat what he did last year. Hey, yo. Miami's offense going to rip apart the Pats. I mean, I could see it. They have a lot of speed on the outside there. It should be fun. I think the Pats will put up points here. Insane. We'll see. Waddle Hill is going to be fun to watch. Who do you double? You can't because the other one's just going to absolutely toast you. Pays are running a new offense. Play action spread like a Shanahan offense. Stevenson fits that kind of offense better. I agree. I do think that Stevenson fits the new offensive scheme a lot better than Damian Harris does. Alberto for Denver or Isaiah Likely. Give me Albert Okuibanam. AJ Dillon, Singletary, or Sutton flex non-PPR. In a non-PPR, I'm going to take AJ Dillon because I think he has the best access to touchdown opportunity of those guys. Who should I flex, Deontay or Michael Thomas? I will take Deontay Johnson, but like that's really close. And I feel like I might be eating up my words after this week, after we watch Michael Thomas ball out. Like New Orleans defense versus Atlanta, I agree. Marcus Mariota. Trade help, send Mark Andrews and James Cook for Kyle Pitts and Chase Edmonds. Half PPR redraft. I don't really see much of a difference between Cook and Edmonds, so I'm just going to hold Mark Andrews' side there. Antonio Gibson, Kenny Gainwell, James Cook. What's the question there, brother? Which one to start? I'm dumb. My bad. Give me Antonio Gibson there, Jonathan. Sup, fellas? Akers or Sutton, half PPR. Give me Cortland Sutton there, Ray. The chat does agree. Don't have questions, so what you think about my team? I'll read it out in a second. Love the channel, the knowledge. You're my subscriber. Appreciate that a ton, Riz. Means a lot, brother. Really on the road to 15,000. I think last time I checked, we were at about 14.8. So appreciate you guys for helping support us. Marquise Brown or Gabe Davis. Give me Marquise Brown there, Sarah. Marquise Brown is actually inside my top 10 wide receiver rankings. Full top 24 I actually released today, so you can watch that after the live stream. But give me Marquise Brown over Gabe Davis. Marquise Brown because Moore is out too now, plus Hopkins. Yep. Lamar, Etienne, Barkley, JJ. Yeah, that team is absolutely beautiful. Great team and channel. Appreciate it, Jam Naz. And as Donald said, everybody enjoy the game. 8:14. Gonna, unwind, end the stream, relax, get a couple beers cracked, and get ready for some great football because I've been waiting a whole fucking long time to watch it. Peace out, y'all.